5 mind-blowing historical events you've never heard of. What if I told you that Australia once declared war on birds, or that people in the 1500s danced non-stop until they literally collapsed? Yep, history is way crazier than your textbooks ever told you. Today, we're diving into 5 mind-blowing historical events you've probably never heard of. Buckle up, this one's gonna be wild. 1. The Dancing Plague of 1518. Imagine waking up one day, and suddenly you just can't stop dancing. Sounds like fun, right? Well, not when it lasts for weeks. In 1518, in Strasbourg, France, a woman named Frau Trofea started dancing in the middle of the street, and she didn't stop. Soon, dozens of people joined in, then hundreds. Some danced until their bodies literally gave out. Some died. Doctors were baffled. Some blamed overheated blood. Seriously, that was a thing back then. Others thought it was a curse. Modern theories suggest ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold found in bread. Either way, the dancing plague remains one of the weirdest medical mysteries in history. 2. The Year Without a Summer, 1816. Summer is all about sunshine, right? Well, not in 1816. That year, the world was plunged into darkness, and summer basically disappeared. The culprit? A massive volcanic eruption from Mount Tambora in Indonesia. The explosion was so powerful, it sent ash and gas into the sky, blocking out the sun worldwide. Snow fell in June, crops failed, people starved, and get this, it was so gloomy that Mary Shelley, stuck indoors, wrote one of the most famous horror stories ever, Frankenstein. 3. The Great Emu War, 1932. Now, here's one for the history books. Australia went to war against emus, and guess what? The emus won. After World War I, Australian farmers were struggling with giant emus destroying their crops. So, the government sent soldiers armed with machine guns to take them out. Should have been easy, right? Wrong. These birds were fast. They zigzagged, dodged bullets, and even survived machine gun fire. The humans ran out of ammo, and the emus, they just kept running. After weeks of failure, the military gave up. The Great Emu War ended in humiliation, and the emus ruled the land once more. The Krakatoa Explosion, 1883. Now, let's talk about the loudest sound in recorded history. In 1883, the volcano Krakatoa exploded, and the boom was so loud people heard it over 3,000 miles away. To put that into perspective, that's like an explosion happening in New York, and people in London hearing it clearly. The force of the blast was equal to 200 million tons of TNT. The eruption caused massive tsunamis, wiping out entire islands, and shock waves circled the planet multiple times. For years, sunsets turned blood red because of all the ash in the sky. Basically, this was Mother Nature showing off, and it was terrifying. 5. The London Beer Flood, 1814. All right, imagine this. You're walking through London in 1814, when suddenly a wall of beer comes rushing toward you. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, not exactly. At the Moo Brewery, a huge vat of beer suddenly burst, causing over 323,000 gallons of beer to flood the streets. The wave was so powerful it knocked down buildings and tragically drowned 8 people. Yep, people actually died in a beer flood. If you think that's wild, the courts ruled it an act of God, meaning no one was held responsible. And there you have it, 5 of the most insane historical events that almost no one talks about. Which one shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you love crazy history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got even more mind-blowing stories coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.